All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Great Teacher Onizuka, episode 41.
Only 3 episodes left, including this one.
Yeah, and freaking Onizuka is setting up some kind of special event.
Which totally doesn't have anything to do with matchmaking, because he totally doesn't know that Uehara totally doesn't like Yoshikawa.
Yes, and the vice principal had a sweet little moment that was him reminding himself of what his younger, more idealized self thought,
and that he did have an impact on kids.
Yes,
and how powerful that can be.
Right, and then immediately, Onizuka trampled him.
Exactly,
nearly killed him.
Yeah, and just stood on him
as usual.
Yep, exactly. We feel for you, Mr. Vice Principal, and I hope you can get your revenge of sorts on Onizuka. But it's probably not going to happen.
But no, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. But Uehara and Yoshikawa, that might happen.
Yeah, there's some things in there. Yeah. So let's just jump right into this. I just
love how proud they are of their 3D.
Easy love, easy come, easy go. Yeah, exactly. I love his. We're kind of lonely. Lonely. My favorite part is coming up is that person is the only one who can make my heart hot. Love me. Kiss me. Nobody knows what means love so. Do you know how love song goes on?
Oh no.
Oh, that look in his eyes. Swimsuit! Special event!
Test of courage. Scantily clad.
It is! Yeah, you're right!
Wow.
He's gonna set the Oh.
I love how he can just spontaneously start spitting bullets.
Onizuka's like, now do you get it, Kunio?
Exactly.
Do you get it? Yep.
Yeah, naturally.
All right. Oh!
Wow.
Oh no, he's not trying.
Yeah, I know.
He is succeeding.
already planned. Wait, Yoshikawa is still wearing a shirt.
Right. Oh, she's happy.
Yeah. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, cool.
But will Fuyutsuki be any good at that? They should have had Kanzaki be in on the scaring.
Oh, that's true.
That would have gone much better.
Wow.
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah. Kiss. Oh my god.
No, not at all. Oh my gosh. They're making like sound effects and stuff. They're role playing. Oh my gosh. And they're gonna watch their show.
Yeah,
it's
watch.
on VHS and everything right now.
Yeah, that's how they're gonna scare Kanzaki. Oh,
what the? Oh, that's. Is it faded out like that to not get in trouble with like?
Maybe. Or it's supposed to be part of the eerie atmosphere. Wait,
yeah,
is this? Pretty sure that was just a clip from The Ring. Yeah. Oh,
wow.
Oh, that was
good. That's just a theory.
Is that Fuyutsuki?
Yeah. Oh! Oh my god, that face, so intense. Indirectly dealing with Aizawa here. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Okay.
Right. Are they sending them the wrong way?
Yeah.
We need to get to the basement, so let's go outside.
Take my shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kikuchi did too. That's probably Kunio.
Yeah. That's actually kind of terrifying. Hey, are they holding hands? Oh my. They are. Oh. Oh. Oh, her sandal shoes. Oh. You're gonna get tall. Yeah, good. Oh my god, I love it. Hey!
Oh my god.
Wow. Does she not notice who they are?
How does she not know? Like... Okay. Oh my god! Onizuka! But...
Oh. Yeah.
Fear the might of a tsundere.
Nice. Oh. She confessed. She confessed.
Then they take off their disguise and they're like, well, shit.
They recorded the whole thing.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah, of course they are. Yeah.
That's like some Clark Kent disguise stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. With the blush of a tsundere. Indeed. Yes, she's into that, yes.
Do you have a problem with that, Uehara?
The music. Yeah, that's nothing. Oh, dang. Here you go. Yep. Yep.
Nice.
Good.
Nice.
Good. Oh, she's smiling. Oh my gosh, wow. What? What?
Just throw it on the barbecue.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Oh, cool.
So she still hasn't actually told him. I mean,
oh my god.
I suppose okay, but she's honest with herself, and that's
what.
Yeah,
that's all.
That's the main thing, especially for a tsundere.
Oh my god, yes.
And now let's go into the awkward ending.
That is how to
Because it's dying. See, at these parts, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly funny just because of the images associated with it.
The images definitely help.
I think the image is the majority of it for me. Like, it's funny to meme it, but there are tons of songs that have that kind of, kind of.
Well, and the images themselves aren't bad. It's the overlay for the images.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
The image is everything that I'm seeing right here.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. Like...
Yeah.
Like... If it didn't have the overlay, then the crazy high pitched parts would just be fun personality added to
exactly,
it.
Exactly.
Which is on brand with Onizuka's style.
Totally.
Yeah.
Uehara.
All right.
Uehara has been defeated in the best possible way.
She defeated herself.
And
exactly. That's the important thing. She was honest with herself about her feelings.
Yes.
And that she wouldn't let the opinions of others decide what she was going to do with her life.
Right.
You know, that's huge. That's huge. That's huge, especially for her and everything that she's gone through and stuff.
Right.
It's awesome. It's fantastic.
Totally.
In traditional Tsun fashion, Yoshikawa still doesn't know.
Right. But that's okay.
And she also was aware of how it was with Yoshikawa, of him also,
that was
his
huge.
insecurities. That's amazing because the thing is that a lot of the times where the tsundere trope goes wrong is that they don't think about how other people feel, right? And you know, not understanding your own emotions is fine and everything, but you need to have that complexity to it, which they showed with Uehara, but also having that awareness of how the other person feels, because because oftentimes the whole thing of how they deal with their own inability to process and deal with their own emotions comes across as oftentimes at best mean-spirited. So the fact that Uehara thought about that and stuff, that was great. The way Onizuka played into it and stuff, and the talk that he had with her at the end with the recording and everything, and he's like, hey, you know, take this as just a reminder to be honest with yourself. Like, was that a lie and all that? He didn't use it as like a prank or anything like that. Or
leverage or anything
exactly.
like that,
It was a very sincere, you know, lesson, you know, basically just being like, hey,
and Kunio, Fujiyoshi, and all of them, they're not going to be a party to that, because they understand, like, exactly, we're part of Onizuka's squad. We are involved in his schemes and stuff. So this is cool.
Right. But Onizuka really punched Yoshikawa. Like,
punched him super hard.
Ow! Like,
he had the old, you know, as like he got like hit in his,
like his elbow was all, like Onizuka's elbow was all that you saw, like from Yoshikawa's stomach. Like, holy crap.
A big thing also that happened this episode was Kikuchi talking with Aizawa's friend, and basically talking about old school memories that they've had as a class together, and what that kind of was like, you know, what Aizawa used to be like before the incident, basically.
Right. The idea that she's not entirely gone. What happened will not end up defining her, you know, that they trust that eventually she'll come around, which is probably what the last 2 episodes of the show are going to be, which will be awesome.
It's something exciting to have build up, I would say, back towards the one last holdout for Onizuka's class, I would say, in Aizawa being talked about here by characters that do care about Aizawa, which is interesting, because most of the time when we have these types of conversations, it doesn't actually get framed this way. It's not about usually in GTO, at least, it's not usually about the characters talking about how much they care about another classmate and stuff, and how they're going to you know, join basically Onizuka's side in all of this. It's it's pretty mature, I would say, for
as expected of Kikuchi.
As expected of Kikuchi, but I would just say as an unexpected twist for the whole class 3-4 thing.
And I'm very glad that they brought Kikuchi back into this story, as far as like the whole narrative and the plot with the other students and stuff, because he was one of the first ones, you know, that was against Onizuka and everything. And the fact that Onizuka won a lot of them over to his side, I'm glad that they kind of haven't forgotten that these students were at one point in arms together against Onizuka. So I'm glad that they had that conversation there. That was, I did not at all expect that, you know, like, because I figured this would, you know, probably focus more on Uehara and Yoshikawa and stuff, and it did, and that was great. And they did handle that really well. I would call that definite. That was a definite comeback from the awful things that Uehara was doing to Yoshikawa when she was bullying him and stuff. But the whole bit with Kikuchi, that was good. I feel like that'll make it so that when they develop Aizawa and have her be won over, it will feel more earned, I guess, or I'm not sure how to say it, but
Yeah, it'll just feel very worthwhile,
right?
I would say.
Oh, that's why, because it won't just be Onizuka winning. It'll be the other students winning because they're getting their friend back.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And that she has all this energy and life to her that she's been suppressing since then because of her war against Onizuka and also what happened in the past.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how that goes about. We had a little sweet bit of also Uehara not just being honest with herself with regards to her feelings with Yoshikawa, but also honest with the things that she's been doing because of her past with her older brother and her family.
Yeah.
And how that's been something where she's intentionally, kept people at a distance so that she doesn't get hurt.
That level of introspection is surprised me.
Yeah. That was very that was very good, especially for a stereotypical tsundere.
Right, exactly. Tsunderes, unable to deal with their emotions, generally don't do introspective, moments about why they deal with their emotions in the way that they do.
Yeah. So it's like, whoa.
So that was awesome.
So this is all just attributed to the genius of the great teacher Onizuka.
The thing is that I've been enjoying these episodes enough that especially the whole bit with Uehara and Yoshikawa.
Right.
That I wish, and maybe this is just a sign of how old the series is. It had to be very split off episodes from the others because you don't have online streaming and stuff for catching up and things like that. But I wish we got more sprinkled in through the previous episodes.
I agree.
Because these moments are golden.
I think it's more of an example of where they're adapting things from the manga, and the manga person wrote the story as they kind of went along.
Right, exactly. Totally makes sense. Yeah.
Did an arc here, an arc there, an arc here, an arc there.
It's just one of those things where it's like not that Onizuka would get the brotherhood treatment or anything like that, because I don't think it's any kind of situation like that, but just the idea of that would be so cool if it was all just I guess I could just leave it up to my imagination of what that would be like.
Sure. I think a more seated version of the story where you have interactions with all the students blending throughout the arcs as they go, because usually if we look back on a lot of the arcs that we've gone through thus far in Onizuka, they focus on an individual student and how Onizuka helps that student. But it would be cool to showcase characters that would be relevant to that student's arc more prominently when they go through their arcs.
Because they have done that, and when they do it, it's amazing. The whole thing with Aizawa and
Kanzaki.
Well, Aizawa and Kanzaki, but also Aizawa and Toriko.
Yes.
That was wonderful, right? It's situations where the characters, the students themselves, have relationships with each other, and Onizuka does his thing, but they also interact with each other and help each other and all of that. That's good stuff.
That's very good stuff.
So
and it was so sweet. It was so sweet because they set Yoshikawa up for I'm gonna give him one punch. And then he'll go wail on us, and we'll be like, "Oh no!"
Right?
But then he actually punched him so hard, that he knocked him out for a little bit.
And when Yoshikawa, because you're thinking Yoshikawa will save her and whatnot,
right.
And they'll be like, "Oh no, he's too strong," kind of a thing. But no, Onizuka just dodges down,
just pulverized him. You gotta watch for broken ribs. It's a good thing he hit him hard, in the gut. Anywhere else, he could have done some serious damage.
Yeah, and then, but Yoshikawa got him back real good with...
Oh, Yoshikawa coming... Sneak attack. Without yelling out sneak attack.
Exactly.
Drops the rock on his head hard. Onizuka was, concussed or something from that. They didn't really go into why Kanzaki is being paired up with the Gundam kids anymore, so it's still just a gag, I think.
It's just Onizuka messing with her, I think. If anything, if we could see some way where it is that Onizuka is trying to maybe, and this is scraping here, but that Onizuka is trying to help her understand that there are people that are very different from her. That basically, like, understanding the people that are different from her, because she has such a high opinion of herself, and kind of rightly so, right? But knowing that there are other people out there, and learning how to interact, maybe, possibly.
But I think she's fine with that.
Right.
She interacts with Kunio. Like, I mean...
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I don't think that's it. I think it's more of a thing of, like, where... Like, obviously, there are people out there that are different. But what I think it is more of that is that Kanzuki doesn't know everything.
Sure.
So it's trying to unseat any last vestiges of her pride by having her kind of outnumbered and kind of humbled with this. Yeah, you don't know what the heck they're talking about.
Maybe she'll realize eventually that she doesn't actually know everything. She just knows what she knows.
Oh my gosh, is this all what?
But
that would be funny.
Fuyutsuki going all the ring was great.
That was hilarious.
That was wonderful.
You caught on so much faster than I did. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Because
you're like, wait, is this the ring? I'm like, oh my god, it is.
Because the thing is that, like, the whole idea of the test of courage and whatnot in anime, I mean, the only logic that I can explain a lot of the stuff that happens in those scenes is that the girls that specifically like certain guys will pretend to be scared,
right?
Because they're not actually being scared, because so they pretend to be scared, so it's like, oh no, grab their arm real tight and nuzzle it right in there, right. But other than that, it's like, okay, come on, they're not actually being scared. Like, they're coming here specifically because what? Like it's not like they're sneaking off in the middle of the night. It's like, no, this is a class event that Onizuka's dragging them to. Like, what? You think he's not going to try and scare you?
Right.
But that was like, okay, that was good. Like, having the whole ring video, and then Fuyutsuki is actually right there. Like, that's great. That's great. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So we have only 2 episodes left of Onizuka,
and I'm really excited to see how Onizuka helps Aizawa, and also how the other students help Aizawa.
For sure.
Yeah.
But we have
we're almost
show
done.
Coming up to the end of this here.
We've been in the show for so long. Like, can you remember with me for a second when we watched the first episode?
The giant sledgehammer.
The I will save myself for you. Banzai. Like,
man. Good times. So y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction discussion with us. If you want to see the next episode's reaction discussion right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us about stories, about anime, about GTO, get involved in community events there, hang out with other people that love anime, or just do whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.